If I could pick just one pedal for a versatile rig, it would definitely be an Overdrive. Today, I'm showing how this one pedal can cover almost everything you need, from blues, rock, alternative, math rock, Midwest emo, or even metal. Overdrive I'm using is a Plumes by EarthQuaker Devices. It's similar to a tube screamer, but any common overdrive with the basic level, gain, and tone knobs will work. The setup is just the pedal going through my orange microdark amp, a 112 cabinet with a Celestion Creamback speaker mic'd up with an SM57, and Fender reverb in the effects loop to add a little space. The amp is set with the gain around 10 o'clock or edge of breakup. This is so I can roll back the volume to clean up, or use the pedal to boost the amp into higher gain tones. It sounds like this. Most of the adjustments will depend on your amp and speaker combo, since different speakers have different profiles and characteristics, and it's the last thing in your chain before the sound hits your ears or the mic. I'm going to explain a few things about this particular overdrive, the Plumes, because it has a few cool features. The tone knob is usable across its range, unlike the tube screamer, where you mostly want to set it and forget it based on the room you're in or your amp and speaker combo. And it has 3 different clipping modes: symmetrical, clean boost, and asymmetrical. Symmetrical is the crunchiest, most compressed. It smooths out the highs and lows like a crank Marshall sound. Clean boost removes the clipping. It's more transparent and high headroom. It retains the core tone. It's great for pushing an overdrive into more breakup without muddying the tone, and it's better for stacking with other dirt pedals like a fuzz. Asymmetrical is the most like a TS9 tube screamer. It's a more dynamic and less compressed mid-range focus boost. It's a good blend of the first 2 options. However, all the tones can be achieved regardless of which overdrive you're using. On to a demo of some of the sounds. For a classic grit, you want to boost the level slightly just to get a little more grit from your amp since it's already on the edge of breakup. It's great for classic rock or a more transparent drive in general. The level's up slightly, no gain, and it's on the clean boost setting in the middle. Unity gain on this pedal is around 9 or 10 o'clock, whereas on a tube screamer it's closer to noon. That's the point where the volume coming out is about the same with or without the pedal engaged. The higher you turn up the level, the more you're pushing the front end of your amp or the preamp. Some guitarists like to roll back the volume knob slightly and then dial in your main tone for the rhythm. This way you can turn your volume up to max for your lead tones in a band setting. Plus, it's a sneaky way to get a little extra volume without turning up your amp. If I wanted a chunkier tone, I'd push the level even more, maybe put it on symmetrical to get a little more compression, and then I'd dial in the tone knob to taste. Let's just put it there for now. And the gain's still at 0. You can use your volume knob to quick change from grittier to cleaner tones, even with the pedal engaged and depending on how it's set. So if I dial it back just a little bit, if I wanted a lead tone, I'd keep the level pushed, maybe give it a little more treble, and keep it on symmetrical. Maybe add just a tiny bit of gain. I like to roll back the tone knob a bit sometimes on higher gain, especially when recording, to further sculpt the tone and eliminate harsher frequencies. That being said, sometimes it does sound best at 10 for maximum cut. Here's the difference. Full tone, and rolling it back just a little bit. keep in mind, I haven't changed any of the settings on the amp. It's still set on edge of breakup. So if I wanted an even heavier tone, obviously you'd want to crank up the gain just a little bit more. You don't want to get too much because then things can get noisy. I'm going to pull back the tone to the center, and I'm just going to push the level all the way. And it sounds like this. It seems like the audible differences in the three modes are more apparent when the gain is pushed a bit. Also, for a lot of metal tones, this is the point where you would push the gain higher on your amp if more gain is available, in addition to boosting with the overdrive. I'll show you that now. What I'm going to do is put the gain at about noon on my micro dark. That pushes it a little bit past edge of breakup into a dirtier, more distorted tone. We'll see what that sounds like now. Now I can engage the overdrive. I'm going to pull the gain all the way down, level pushed all the way up, and this is what it sounds like pushing the front end of an already dirty amp. This is really the limit, at least in my setup, before I'd need a noise gate. Finally, you can get totally clean tones with your overdrive. Of course, you'd have to make sure the amp gain is dialed back and the level only pushed slightly on the overdrive. No gain. You can use the tone knob to add some presence or sparkle on top. So I'll engage the pedal. I'll put the tone on the right for more treble, gain at 0. I'll use the clean boost setting so there's no clipping, and the level, we'll just push it up lightly. So without the pedal first. And now with it engaged. And let's push the tone a little bit more. So that's how I get different tones out of just one overdrive pedal. There's a link in the description to all the gear I used in the video that helps support my channel at no extra cost to you. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if this helped, and I'll see you in the next video.